and welcome to an episode of Eliminating Excuses with SMA. I am your host, Sheila, and today's episode, I'm not even sure how it's going to go. I'm here with my 5 girls, and no, 4 of the 5. And so we'll see how this goes. You all, please go grab something to drink, get something to eat, come back because, we don't know what's going to happen.
Welcome to the sweet job. Welcome to the Vitamin M Suite with Carrie. Yeah, she give all the support to black entrepreneurs. Yeah, the Vitamin M, we inviting them in to what she created, much appreciated, and it can't be recreated. Black people got the keys to the locks now. We gon' make it. Get a taste of culture, embrace the face that's taking over, replacing Oprah. It's all black, everything. Get up, stand up, fight for your rights, but be a heavyweight. Yeah, and they gon' hate, but you let them hate. Long as they don't cross them lines like the letter H. You just stay on your grind until you elevate. Then set a date with Carrie so she can tell it straight. Cause if it ain't real, they can tell it's fake. But this is black excellence, let's celebrate.
Welcome back. Now, what I don't know, I actually will switch this up a little bit. So we're gonna have a little conversation. Y'all can do y'all thing that y'all did, right? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? All right. Minus all the extra laughing. Okay. So we're gonna do. So I am here with
KSJD.
Period. Y'all not with me? Okay. So anyway, I'm with the 4 of my 5 daughters. The other one is not available at this moment. And we're going to have, y'all good? Y'all yes. All right?
Yes.
Look at it. You see y'all see all this attitude showing forth? We haven't even started yet, and we got attitude. So, what do y'all want to talk about today? You had your deep conversations, right?
No.
So now we have nothing to say.
No.
So let me take my show back then. So answer me this, Jay. Yep, we're gonna start with you since you starting stuff. How has life been living with? I'm not even gonna say me because I know it's been awesome. Living with your siblings. How has the transition been in life?
It's hard. It's hard. Yeah, it's hard because there are so many different personalities and preferences, and you just have to adapt every day.
So what's hard about it, though?
We're all different in
that
our
part.
own ways. Mm-hmm. So I'd say that's the most challenging because of course we don't all agree.
Correct. Mm-hmm. And I hear it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We argue. We have our preferences. Like, we prefer different things that cause argument. It's just, differences of opinion.
Yes.
I want to say something. Especially when we have our disagreements, it's like when we have to get food. Like, our mom says, like, y'all gotta go order food. Like, and then we just have a whole argument. Like, why can't you just get this?
So the simple things.
Yes.
And this seemed to be something that just happened, so we're not even gonna tap too heavy into that because I feel like the wounds are still fresh. So let me know your experiences working with me under the umbrella of Eliminating Excuses. Nothing else. We'll touch on the rest of the stuff on the next side. Go ahead.
Well, you're very much of a perfectionist.
I'm a perfectionist?
Well, you order us around.
Me?
Yes. She won't play dumb.
Y'all see that? Y'all see? But millions are watching, so we got to be mindful. Go ahead. Mm-hmm. No, let her finish. Let her finish.
You're very bossy. And even when we try our best, like some people who don't move as fast as us, you want to lash out at them. I'm not saying you hit them. Okay, she don't hit.
Thank you. Clear that up. Did she say anything? It's been like 20 years since you got. See, this is what happens with bringing the youth on. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yes.
But you tend to put your attitude on us, and then we have an attitude with each other.
Correct.
And that causes us to slow down.
Oh.
Because we are in our feelings.
So you make it worse.
Yeah,
Got
it's
it.
hard to work when we're put under that pressure sometimes.
This is targeted. This is her experience. She kept saying us and we and our.
Destiny.
It's her.
Right. Destiny.
It's been fun going to different events and stuff, eating macios and other food.
Macios. That's the Caramel Delights. She'll be on as well. Okay.
That's it.
That's it. Just eating the eater. Okay.
I mean, I get it when you have things to be done and only your children are working with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so.
Yeah. Jada.
You know.
How amazing. That middle child.
That's
Right. Watch it.
You know, because I understand. It's been fun to say the least. Yeah, just seeing you grow as a person.
Look at you. She trying to get some, y'all. It's okay. Look at you. Saw that eye cut over to y'all.
No. In all seriousness, it has been fun. Watching the business grow, watching your support and love. It's amazing. I love it.
I appreciate that. Continue to speak up. So, if you all could. I don't know if I should ask this question.
Making me nervous.
If you all could change one thing, I'm trying to narrow it down because y'all, listen, I'm just scared on this here platform right now because I don't know. If you could change one thing about your experiences, what would it be?
What do you mean by experiences?
Just in life. Anything about whether it's because I don't trust this one. Whether it's the relocation, or hair color. I'm just saying. You asked for examples, so I'm giving an example. So if you could change one thing about your life, y'all been on this earth for like
a good minute,
a second. But you've had some life experiences. What would you change?
Moving around a lot. Sorry.
One thing. She said moving around.
I say
That's the
relocations and stuff.
Okay.
Just holding in all my emotions.
Oh. You're about to release some now? Okay. Just wanted to know if I need to take a break and get some Kleenex. Destiny?
Spending most of my currency in a game.
This girl said currency in a game. Okay. All right then. Do you all have any questions?
Do I?
Do you?
I don't know.
What do you all want to do?
In life?
Yes.
I
Sit up some, honey.
Want to be a nurse. No, not a nurse, a doctor.
You want to be a doctor?
That delivers babies.
Ooh, look at that. Des?
I wanna like.
Don't know yet?
No.
Okay, all right. There we go. Ree?
I want to be successful. An entrepreneur. like, I'm sure everybody wants that,
Yes, but do you know anything in particular that you want to do?
I want to sell my art.
Oh, yes.
Like maybe with stickers and stuff.
Sell your art with stickers?
Like, you know how people put their
art on stickers?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, Key?
Well, I want to be a stay-at-home mom, but I also want to do makeup and nails.
Period. Okay, listen. If there has ever been a goal in life, being a stay-at-home mom is one. But since working is so ghetto, working for a living, I've been telling them that for the past couple weeks specifically. Jada? Oh, okay. I just want to make sure you was good. Being a stay-at-home mom, it's a lot of work. So that's no hit to anybody out there that are stay-at-home moms, because even during this pandemic, I've been a stay-at-home mom, even though I work all the time. You see how she just did she mouthed all the time with me. But I'm still a stay-at-home mom, and that's a lot of work. But anyway, we're going to come back. I don't know what we're going to talk about with this next segment, but you know it's going to be something fun too. So stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to another episode of Eliminating Excuses with Sheila Marie. Now listen, I am back here with 4 of my 5 daughters. And now it was an interesting first part, but we're going to try to pick it up and clean it up for the second. So what I want to talk to you all about is two parts of this question. One, what has your experiences been? How do you feel about not having your father actively a part of your life? No crying. It's okay.
Crying.
Okay. And then number 2, what do you see as far as things that you wish could have happened? Let's tread very lightly on that one. All right? Okay, let's go ahead.
I'll start. So I'd say the number one thing I've experienced was just love, There are certain things that you should get from a father, how to be treated like by I'm going to say a man, but, a male person, like how you're supposed to be treated, what you should expect, and you don't really get that. Because, of course, you taught us, but, there are certain things that a father can teach you. Mm-hmm. Rather than a mother.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I've gone through different routes that could have been prevented if I'm not gonna say okay, yeah.
You believe it could have been.
Yeah, it could have been prevented if someone was there to guide me through that, and if I was taught
from the male perspective.
Right.
Got it. Okay. All right. Des, you want to go next?
Basically what Jada said.
Oh, you've had some experiences you ain't told me about?
Oh, no.
Oh.
Like, the first part of what Jada said.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We'll talk a little bit later about the rest. Anyone else?
For me, I sort of convinced myself that I didn't care until I actually, had to cry. And I was like, I miss you, like all that stuff. But, yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Kiana?
See, I'm complex or perplexed, either one of those words right now, because there's a lot of things that I know and I've already discussed with him on, what I feel like he should have taught me, sort of the same thing with Jada, just, because, if, hearing what he had to say now about the guys that I've dealt with in the past, I wouldn't have went through any of those situations if I knew how they talked based off of what Dad said. So it's just if I known that, then I wouldn't be so difficult to be dealt with,
Oh, you believe you're difficult? No, I'm just playing. Okay, so growing up in our home, you said we moved a lot. So almost every 2 years or so. I don't think it was before then. But anyway, so your desires as young ladies, because you are 4 young ladies with 4 wombs that will eventually birth little yous.
Oh, God.
Well, I mean, it's the reality of it. You got a womb, you're going to have a baby. If you desire to. Are there any things that you would do differently
yes.
with your child? And if so, I'm just digging myself in deep over here. So if so, what are those things that you would do differently, and then what are the things that you would do the same or similar, just with your twist?
I would definitely teach my children how to love themselves. Yeah, I think that's the main thing, because a lot of things stem off of that.
Very good. Period.
But yeah, the main thing would definitely be to love themselves, because that comes with, you know, relationships, friendships, school. It comes with a lot. So
okay.
I would say be more present in like their childhood lives, like before they hit like teenage years, because like during that time they're developing who they are trying to be, and they're learning as like what they're seeing from their parents. So just basically be that kind of guide.
Okay.
I'm trying to think.
Okay, you keep thinking. Kiana, you're beautiful. I'm loving like how the color and the eyes is matching the hair. Like, that's really cute.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm sorry, that was a slight distraction. You?
I don't know.
You don't know. Well, so how old are you?
13.
You?
I'm 15.
Say that louder.
I'm 15.
Wow.
I'm 17.
19.
Okay, so 13, 15, 17, 19. Do you have something now?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Me personally, when it comes to whoopings, like it worked.
Wow.
It worked for me. It worked for me, but I don't think I would want to whoop my child. Like, I don't even like yelling too much, at least.
Right. Except for, you know, in the hall. Okay, go ahead. That's it?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Oh, okay. Well, that was good. No, you sure? There's nothing else you would do or wouldn't do?
I mean, would do is,
Time out.
of course, be present in my child's life.
You said.
She said time.
That's what I was about to say. So you're going to do timeouts?
No, because like based on what Serena said, I just think of timeouts. Because what besides whoopings, what are you gonna do?
Talk to them.
There are certain ways.
I mean,
besides putting your hands on a child, that you can direct them.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I think they're out the womb. They're gonna be like that.
Okay. All right. What is happening here? Okay. So, well, you were about to say something before they started having their
I forgot.
situation. Okay. Well, all right. So, when we come back, I'm going to have a different kind of conversation with them, because there are some things that they haven't talked about that I want to make sure that they have this platform in order to do so. So, you all stay with us. We'll be right back.
See what we doing. I wanna be like John Lewis. I know that I'm just.
Are you the go-to for your family or business? Where will they go when you go? I'm Melissa West, creator of Fit for Legacy, where I empower leaders to create generational plans for success. Stop being afraid to die. Put a plan in place for your legacy. With your Legacy Life Plan, we move you from what if to what's next. Visit fitforlegacy.com for your plan today.
We got all the juice, got it from my roots, yeah.
Welcome back to Eliminating Excuses with SMA. Now, we have been talking with my 4 oldest daughters, and we have really had some interesting moments. I've learned some things, and we're about to grow a little bit deeper. Y'all ready? No?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. So there was a time where I was married to your father. Do you all remember that?
Yeah.
It was so long ago.
It's like
I remember.
3 years
I was like
old.
2
Or one.
or 1.
I was like, you wasn't born. She wasn't
She
born
was.
yet.
She was 1. I was 3.
My love.
Y'all got married?
We were still married when I had your sister. That's where all 4 you came first, but everybody else were born under the sanctity of marriage. Amen.
She was held.
You were held.
Everybody, ma'am, I'm sorry, audience. I'm not sure what's happening here, but you were the only one born before this one, before we got married. We'll verify facts after. Anyway, so with that being said, do you all remember the marriage? Well, you were young.
Yeah, I remember.
The youngest was 1, so
So then 3, 5, and 7. Oh,
Yeah, I remember.
he was young.
what do you remember?
I remember being in an apartment. I don't know if we had like a couch or something, but I remember we had us four had our own rooms, and then of course y'all had your own room. And I remember when I threw up once.
Oh.
Oh,
I'm sorry. You have to bring it back memory.
The only
let her have her memory. Go ahead.
Yeah.
That's it? That was it?
I remember getting a whooping from him once, at least.
Oh, okay. We remember the whooping and we remember throwing up. This is amazing. Okay. Anybody else?
The only thing I remember was Kiana, Serena, Jada, Destiny. That's all I remember. He used to say that.
Calling everybody's name at the same
That's
time.
all I hear all the time. To come eat. That's all I hear. That's all I remember. He's just, Kiana, Serena, Destiny. I'm like, yes, we're coming back.
I also remember when he would hold the car seat for Destiny when he would pick me up from preschool.
Wow. Wow. Okay. And then we went on to the stepfather. Yeah. It's so funny because the facial expressions it's interesting. So the before the chaos, what do you remember about that?
I remember when we were all sitting in the car. This was back when you didn't have the truck, but we were all sitting in the car, and like one of us was changing that shirt, and then he came in the car.
Okay, that's interesting.
I remember his cars.
You remember his cars? The Mustang, the Camaro.
Bumblebee.
Okay.
What was a Bumblebee? It was black.
No, it's like a
And it
reverse.
had, and at first he did have a Mustang. It was white. I remember that Mustang.
Yes.
With the screen.
Okay, let's bring it back.
Batman.
I thought it was a black Mustang.
It was a black Camaro, and a white Mustang.
Okay, let's bring it back. So, out of the experiences that you all have had, even up until now, where there's no one.
Wow.
I mean,
what do you all gather as it relates to relationships from the ones that you have experienced, what you have seen? Not necessarily just with me, but also with your grandma and grandpa, other people that you know, that you actually see in relation, Chris and Shalonda.
TT and Aaron.
Oh, and TT and Aaron. Like, what is your perspective as it relates to marriage, relationships? How do you see yourself moving forward as it relates to that? Do you feel like you're prepared for relationship on every level? What do you feel like you may be missing if you're not? So I know that's a loaded question, but answer what you remember.
Okay, so I know me personally, I cannot take anything from your relationships because I was young, so I didn't really know everything. I only know what I'm told because I didn't remember anything. So yeah. And then same thing with stepdad. I wasn't really, it was middle school. What's so much going on? I didn't remember that.
Such a crazy life.
Right,
Middle school. Oh my God.
But yeah. But from a lot of other relationships, just, I don't know what I can take from it because, I don't know everything. But I just know I just want to be equipped. Like, I want to know myself before I get into a relationship because if you don't know yourself, a lot of times you can act like the other person and you lose yourself.
Very good.
Yeah, so I want to know myself. And I think I do know myself.
You see yourself. Anybody else?
Well, I think I learned that it's important. Like, if you're married with children, it's very important to teach them to speak up on how you feel and like things that you may have seen, like, especially if it's just like messing with your mind. I think that's very important.
Okay.
Piggybacking off of what Serena said, yeah, you have to, I forgot what she said. So, my perspective is that you should be able to understand your significant other in order to have a sort of stable relationship, because if you don't have a stable relationship, if you don't have an understanding of who you're with, then it's gonna just tear apart.
Very good. What?
For the are you ready question? I would say I am ready. I think I am, but at the same time, it's different, stages of relationships. And as you go through life, you learn different things. So, I mean, stuff like that. The relationship gets different once, sex is brought into it.
Facts.
That and just, a bunch of stuff. So, it's...
So you think you're ready for a relationship? Obviously not marriage. Obviously.
Of course not marriage.
Not marriage.
But yeah, I think I am.
Interesting. Destiny, you think you're ready for a relationship?
No. Because I don't know. I just don't really trust people.
No, we're gonna have to work on that. Okay. Serena.
I think when it comes to communication, I'm really getting better at it. Cause like the guy that I'm talking to, we're not dating or anything like that.
No, you're not.
We're just friends. But he's, but like he has really taught me to communicate with him. Like if you don't like that I say this, then like tell me that. Like don't just think about it, overthink.
Overthinking?
Yeah, overthink it, stuff like that.
So, do you think you're ready for a relationship, Serena?
No.
Very
because
good.
School. Because, like, that takes up a lot of time.
Oh my God, you said very good. I don't like that.
Kiana?
Yes, I do.
I bet you do. Okay. Now, children. Well, not you, because you're children. You all want to have children, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how many?
Well,
3.
3 is the limit, I think.
3 is your limit?
Probably.
Okay, I want 4 at least.
You talking to me too?
I guess.
Okay. I think 4 is my max.
That's a whole lot of children.
You had 5.
That's me.
I don't know. It's just I personally don't want to drive a truck. So,
so just so you all are aware, her rationale around having up to 4 children only is because she doesn't want to drive a truck. Now, that means the man that she's going to be married to won't be able to ride with them.
I mean, it might be just he could ride on the roof.
Okay, so this has been an amazing time, you all getting to know. I just wanted you all to experience the crazy that I get to experience, the fun I get to experience, and the personalities that I get to experience on a daily basis. So, thank you all for joining us. We'll be right back because I got to close you out. All right, I'll be right back. Thank you again for joining us for another episode of Eliminating Excuses with SMA. I have had my daughters on here. It's always challenging when you're dealing with different personalities and all of those wonderful things, but I am also grateful to be able to be blessed to do life with these little people. So, when that's all said and done, I have had
K,
S,
J,
D,
and me here again on Eliminating Excuses with SMA. Remember to learn balance, grow in your perspective, and be accountable.